All right, let's get right into it. If you have ever had to fly out of Southern California, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The trip to the airport can honestly be more stressful than the flight itself. So today, we're going to break down how you can get through the gauntlet of LAX, Ontario, or John Wayne without completely losing your cool.
So, does this picture feel a little too real? I mean, that feeling of just staring at the clock, stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and just wondering, am I going to make my flight? It's such a classic SoCal travel headache, and it's the very thing we're going to figure out how to solve today.
And here's the heart of the problem, right? It's this perfect storm of insane freeway traffic and travel times you just can't predict. It creates this incredibly frustrating experience for pretty much everyone, turning the beginning of what should be an exciting trip into a total logistical nightmare. Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start by looking at the problem, what we're calling the SoCal Airport Gauntlet. Then we'll shift right into the solutions, your Pro Traveler Playbook. We'll talk about how to check out your ride, why comfort and time are so crucial, and then how to pull it all together so you can arrive like a total pro.
First up, let's really get to know the enemy here. Let's talk about all those common frustrations that make getting to a Southern California airport feel, well, impossible sometimes.
You know what's really fascinating here is how these problems create a domino effect. It's not just the traffic, right? It's then the endless hunt for a parking spot, the wait for the shuttle, or, and this is the worst, the rideshare that just cancels on you at the last minute. All of it just feeds into that one giant fear, that gut-wrenching anxiety that you might actually miss your flight.
All right, enough about the problem. Let's talk solutions. It's time to pivot. This is your strategic guide, your personal Pro Traveler Playbook for a departure that is smooth and completely stress-free.
So what it all boils down to is these three really simple but powerful steps. First, book your ride early. Second, choose drivers who actually know the local roads. And third, go with a professional service. Let's break down why each of these is a total game changer.
So, booking in advance. It's so much more than just a good idea. It's a core strategy. It just takes all those last-minute what-ifs completely off the table. You lock in your ride, you often get a better price, and you eliminate that anxiety. And for those crazy early or late-night flights, when your options are super limited, this is absolutely critical.
And this flows perfectly into our next section, vetting your ride. Okay, so now you know when to book, but let's talk about who you should be booking with. Trust me, this decision makes all the difference in the world. This slide just lays it all out so clearly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got a professional service whose entire business model is built around specializing in airport runs and being on time. And on the other, you've got your standard ride shares, where, let's be honest, availability and quality can be a total roll of the dice. When we're talking about something as time-sensitive as a flight, the choice becomes pretty obvious.
So how do you know if a service is legit? How do you know if they're actually professional? Simple. You check the reviews. Customer feedback is your secret weapon. It gives you the truth about a company's punctuality and their service. Hearing from other travelers who've been there, done that, that's invaluable.
And this quote just says it all, right? This is the goal. This is what you're aiming for. It's not just about getting there on time. It's about arriving relaxed. The driver's local knowledge, their ability to zig when traffic zags, that's what turns a nightmare trip into a smooth and easy one. Okay, so let's talk about the journey itself. Because look, getting to the airport on time is awesome, but it's only half the story. The quality of the ride, how comfortable you are, and whether you can actually use that time wisely, that's just as important.
Think about this for a second. More than an hour. Most trips to a major SoCal airport take at least that long. So you're going to be sitting in that car for a good chunk of time. And all of a sudden, things like legroom, a clean car, and a quiet space, they stop being luxuries and become absolute must-haves.
So what should you be looking for? Well, a driver who has real local knowledge, someone who is actively checking traffic, not just blindly following an app. You want a clean, comfortable, and spacious car. And hey, for all the business travelers out there, this is huge. A quiet space where you can actually get some work done, hop on a call, or just mentally prep for your trip.
All right, let's bring it all home. When you follow this playbook, you do more than just show up on time. You get to arrive like a pro. And these are the real tangible benefits you get from planning ahead.
This, right here, this is the payoff. You get to take every single one of these boxes. No more parking nightmares, a guaranteed on-time arrival, a ride that's actually comfortable. And, the big one, you kill that last-minute anxiety, which means you can focus your energy on your trip, not on the traffic to get there.
And that really is the question to end on, isn't it? Your vacation, your business trip, it starts the second you walk out your front door. So, with a little bit of planning and the right service, you can make sure it starts off perfectly. Why would you ever want to start it with anything less than total peace of mind?